Precision Credit Restoration, and it's my job to empower you to understand the importance of good credit, educate you on tips and tricks to help improve your credit, and elevate your credit to new heights. I'm an elite credit strategist as well as a business credit coach, and today we are going to be delving into the world of business credit. I know a lot of you guys in the community are business owners, so I wanted to take the time to highlight business owners and how you can get access to credit and money for your businesses to help fund and grow your business. Okay, so a lot of times our businesses fail because of lack of capital or lack of credit, and we're draining our cash flow and we're ruining our personal credit just to keep the business afloat in order to grow, right? All of us have dreams, and we started this business, but without capital and without credit and leveraging that credit, the business will fail. Okay, 90% of businesses do fail due to a lack of capital. So today we are highlighting business owners and really talking about how we can stay strong as business owners with access to credit and funding to fund and grow our businesses. Okay, so how many of you here, hopefully we all do, how many of you here have a business or you're starting a business? Drop a 1 in the comment box if you have a business or you're starting a business. Just drop a 1 in the comment box if you have a business already or you are starting a business. We all should have a business if you're here today. It's very important that you are in that category regarding today's workshop. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump into the workshop. And again, like I said, today we're talking about 4 simple steps to quickly and easily build business credit without a personal guarantee and without ruining your personal credit scores, guys. A lot of us are doing that, and it is draining us. So a little bit about me. I've been in the finance and credit industry for about 11 years now, and I was able to build a successful credit repair company and then also venture into the business credit world. So I am a credit strategist as well as a business credit coach, and I speak to people about personal credit and business owners about business credit. Okay, I've authored the book, The Credit Repair Blueprint, and Business Credit Unveiled, which talks about everything you need to know about the business credit system. All right, so here's what you're going to learn today. You're going to learn a very specific way to build business credit without a personal guarantee. You're going to learn the 4 critical steps you must take to ensure you qualify to be approved before you even apply for business credit. And this is by meeting the lender's secret 20-point credibility checklist. So a lot of people go in and apply for a loan or apply for a credit card, and guess what? You're denied. And you have no idea why. The banks are not obligated to tell you why you've been denied, and you're just getting denial, rejection after rejection. Okay, so we're going to tell you actually what those lenders are looking for. Okay, so this is a secret that most people don't know, and we're going to share that with you today. All right, and then we're going to also go over the answers to the most common questions I get asked that I know for sure is going to help you as a business owner. I'm going to learn how to avoid the common mistakes that most business owners make so you can finally have and build the business you've always dreamed of. Okay, so what material we're going to cover today is how to get approved for initial business credit, even if you just open for business today. So this is for startup businesses as well. Okay, I'm going to talk about how to get credit with retailers such as Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart. Sorry about that. Walmart, Target, Best Buy, BP, Chevron, Sam's Club, Costco, Visa. These are credit cards now, MasterCard, Discover, Amex. And that's not linked to your social security number, guys. This does not require a personal credit check. It's not going to be on your personal credit reports. It is strictly linked to your tax ID, your EIN number. Okay. So a little backstory about me. I started off in credit repair, and I was denied a mortgage loan. And when I decided to purchase this home, I was really excited. That was my dream. I wanted to purchase a home, start a new life with my daughter, and that denial just really devastated me. So I did a lot of research, and I did a lot of Googling, right? Trying to figure out how I could turn this denial around, right? They told me that I couldn't get qualified and that I would need a co-signer. I'd have to wait, years and years and years for my credit to improve to qualify for a home. And I just was not okay with that. So I went on and learned all I could about credit. Then I went and got trained, became a credit consultant, and grew my business, started helping friends and family. And once they started to see improvements, I got great reviews, got great referrals, and started to help more and more people. So I've helped thousands of people achieve great credit scores so they can accomplish their financial goals, such as home ownership, purchasing cars for low interest rates, increasing their credit limits, getting access to credit cards that they weren't getting approved for before, and really taking that burden off of them and living a healthy life of better credit. Okay, so when I wanted to get access to loans and stuff to help me out, I couldn't get qualified for anything, right? Because again, my credit was terrible. So, I had to figure out a way to change that, right? So, I tried to get into business credit, and there wasn't a lot of material out there. There wasn't a lot of, step-by-step information out there to really guide me into to the right way to getting business credit and funding. And everywhere I tried, I got denied loans, and I just kind of gave up because I was like, I just don't think this can be done, right? I owned several companies before, and I just was never able to build any business credit or obtain any financing. And, it was just always a struggle. Right. So I was introduced to business credit through a friend of mine. And when I say once I learned the building system and the steps, it literally changed my life. I was able to get access to credit and funding and able to expand my business. And now I'm able to help more and more people. Okay. Here's the book that I was telling you about, Business Credit Secrets Unveiled, everything you need to know about the business credit system. Okay. So most people fail building business credit, right? And this is because the lack of business credit that can cause the business to suffer and not thrive. And 90% of the business population does not even have an established business credit profile. A lot of business owners go into banks, apply for credit cards, and they apply the wrong way, so they get denied. There is an actual step that you must follow, step-by-step system that you must follow, a process that you follow in order to get approved. Remember, I said I'm going to share that with you. And then when you get denied, you don't even know why. The banks aren't obligated to tell you why, so you're kind of still in limbo and you can't fix it. So you move on to the next credit card company or the next lender, and you keep getting denials and rejections, continuously getting inquiries and ruining your personal credit score. And that's just not the way to do it. Okay. Again, like I said, the wrong way, people include their social security numbers on their applications, right? So this is why your personal credit is being pulled, because you fill out a business credit application, but you're putting your social security number on there. Why is that? Why would you put your social security number on the application if you're looking to obtain credit in your business name, right? Okay, so that's a major mistake most people make. Okay, and most people have no idea where to even get business credit, where to start. Okay, and most apply for credit in the wrong order and get denied, and this just makes matters worse. So guys, you don't have to struggle like I did and like many other business owners do. After all that struggling and a lot of research and time and effort and money investing into learning this process, it took for me to learn that there are steps to build business credit for my own business. Okay, and this allowed me to branch out and expand my business, even when I started out with a 478 credit score, right? I was at a 535, and then extra inquiries and just other things kept popping up, and it dropped to a 478. All right, so this business credit formula I'm going to share with you is the same formula I used when my credit was in the dumps. Okay, so guys, what actually is business credit? All right, business credit is credit that is obtained in your business name. Okay, it's linked directly to your tax ID number, which is also your EIN. Okay, and with business credit, the business builds its own credit profile and its own credit score. So with this established credit profile and score, the business can then qualify for credit. Just like you would apply for credit for yourself, the business can apply for credit in the business name. Okay, so this credit is going to be in the business name, and it's going to be based on the business's ability to pay, not the business owners. Now remember, it's not going to be on you and your personal credit, okay, because the business is qualifying for the credit, right? So there's no personal credit check required from you as the business owner. So you can use this business credit to qualify for revolving store credit cards like Staples and Lowe's, Sam's Club and Costco and BP. You know, you can get a lot of fleet cards. I know a lot of businesses spend a lot of money on gas, so those fleet cards definitely come in handy when you're able to use those cards and reduce the cash that you're expending from your business, okay? Walmart, MasterCard, Visa, and American Express, all right? And the business can also qualify for credit lines and loans, all right? So the benefits of having business credit is that the credit profile can be built for a business that is completely separate from the business owner's personal credit profile, right? So just as you keep your personal bank account separate from your business bank account, it's the same thing with your credit. You want to keep your personal credit separate from your business credit, all right? And then this allows you as the business owner to double your borrowing power, as now you have both personal and business credit profiles built. Okay, more benefits is that the business credit scores are based only on whether the business pays its bill on time. This is so important and so awesome because, as you know, personal credit has a lot of factors, right? They have a lot of key factors and a lot of moving parts to qualify for a great, healthy credit score. And if you don't master all 5 of those credit requirements, then your score is not going to be great, right? It's very hard to achieve a 720 or above if you don't have all the criteria in place. If you master 2 out of the 5, you're not going to have a good score. Okay, you need to master all 5 key factors in order to have a great, healthy credit score. Okay, however, with business credit, it's only based on, did you pay that bill on time? You get a net 30-day account. Did you pay it on time? Did you pay it late? Did you pay it early? Okay, so if you pay it late, you have a bad score. If you pay it on time, you have a good score. If you pay it early, guess what? You have a great score. A great score, guys. Okay, so it's very, very simple. Business credit is very, very simple, and it is awesome because, you know, you have that time frame to actually come up with the money and pay those bills. Okay, you're not going into your cash flow as much. Okay, so a business owner can obtain credit much faster using their business credit profile versus their personal credit profile. Okay, your approval limits are much higher on business accounts versus personal accounts. Okay, according to the Small Business Administration, credit limits on business cards are usually about 10 to 100 times higher than consumer credit. Okay, so you get access to a lot of credit as a business owner. All right, so when done correctly, business credit can be built without a personal credit check. Okay, your business credit can quickly be obtained regardless of your personal credit quality. So no worries, guys. If your credit is not where you want it to be, business credit can be built without having great credit. So don't think that it's not for you if your credit is not where you exactly want it to be. Okay, it doesn't have to be A1 right now. All right, most business credit can be obtained with the owner taking on without the owner taking on personal liability or a personal guarantee, and that's very important as well. Again, you don't want to have to personal guarantee these lines of credit. You want it to be based on the business, right? On the business. So should something happen, it falls onto the LLC, and you're not responsible for the debt. Okay, so again, in case of default, the business owner's personal assets cannot be pursued. All right, very important. Okay, so whenever a business owner applies for financing, your business credit is reviewed. They don't tell you this, but they do. They do pull your business credit reports. They look you up online. Okay, they're looking at your business profile. Okay, so not having business credit established will get an owner decline for financing. Okay, they're not telling you this, but they are looking at it. Okay, so there's no regulations that require the lenders to even notify you as a business owner for their reason for their denial. So most times you just never know. Sometimes you just get denied and it could be anything. All right, so we're going to go over those important factors that you'll get approved for sure, so that you're not missing any pieces of information. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in if you guys are ready. You have any driving can't type? Okay. Okay. Oh, Martin, hello. Hi, Shanitra. How are you? Jeremy, welcome. Marion, welcome. Hey, Marion. How are you? Lystra. Hey, Lystra. All right, guys. So welcome, guys. Thank you for joining. I don't know what part you came in on, but we are going over 4 simple steps to quickly and easily build business credit without a personal guarantee and without ruining your personal credit. Okay. So we just got had a little overview of business credit, what the benefits are, and how you can build it. Now we're going to go over the actual steps to doing so. So, okay. Anybody have any questions so far? Oh, phone died, has to come back. Okay, Marion, no worries. No worries. Great. Thank you for joining. I know it's a little late in the evening, so thanks for being here. But we're going to go ahead and get into the steps, the 4 easy steps, okay? All right. So when building business credit, you're going to build a brand new credit profile pretty much like a consumer does, okay? So the business starts with no credit profile. The business gets approved for new credit that actually reports to the business credit reporting agencies. The business uses the credit, and then guess what? You pay the bills on time, right? You pay the bills timely, you get a good credit score. So a positive business credit profile is now established, okay? And as the business continues to use this credit and pay the bills on time, you'll qualify for even more credit. Sound good? All right, so step 1, we're going to build business credibility. Okay, so the perception that the lenders and the vendors and creditors have of your business is absolutely critical to your ability to build strong business credit. So before applying for business credit, the business must ensure that it meets or exceeds all the lender credibility standards. Now, there are about 20 credibility points that are necessary for a business to have a strong, credible foundation. Now, this is where I told you that you may have applied for credit or lending or financing and you got denied. Now, this is one of these factors probably were not in place, so we're going to go over them. All right, so your business name. It's very important that you use your exact business legal name. Now, before we even get to that, you must be incorporated, okay? You cannot be a sole proprietorship and expect the business to operate as the business if you're a sole proprietorship. Okay, so you must be incorporated, so LLC or incorporated, something of that nature is going to protect you as the business owner. Okay, you can't be protected if you're operating as an S Corp. Okay, so when you're applying for credit, use your exact business legal name. If your legal name is Lawrence and Associates Incorporated, every time you apply for credit, you say Lawrence and Associates Incorporated. Okay, the exact way it's spelled on your legal documents, no differentiation. Okay, your full business name should include any recorded DBA filing you'll be using. So if you have a DBA, okay, that should be included. All right, ensure your business name is exactly the same on all documentation. Your corporation papers, your licenses, your bank statements must all reflect the same exact business name, your business legal name. Okay, Lawrence and Associates Incorporated on your license, your business license. Lawrence and Associates Incorporated on your bank statements, okay, on your bank account, right? So remember that anything that you open should have the exact business name. Okay, so you can build business credit with almost any corporate entity type, but again, like I said, you don't want to be an S corp because then you're not protected. All right, so if you truly want to separate business credit from personal credit, your business must be a separate legal entity, not a partnership, not a sole proprietor. Okay, so you could do a corporation or LLC. So again, remember, you might be doing business, you know, you have a client here or there, but you're not truly a business until you are legally incorporated. Okay, so you need to have this done in order to separate your personal from your business. Okay, you must have an EIN. Like I said, your EIN is the same as your tax ID number. Okay, it's the same as your tax ID number, and whether you have employees or not, your business entity must have a federal tax ID number. Okay, just like you have a social security number for yourself, your business must have an EIN. That's how you are identified as a business. Okay, your tax ID number is going to be used to open your bank account and to build your business credit profile. Okay, so you want to take the time to verify that all agencies, your bank, all the trade credit vendors that you do business with have your business listed with the same tax ID number. Very, very important, guys. Okay, your business address. This is where many people go wrong, right here. Okay, right here is where I find that most people have the most difficulty. So your business address must be a real brick and mortar building. It must be a deliverable physical address. It cannot be your home address. Sorry. Cannot be a P.O. box. And it cannot be a UPS address. Some lenders will not approve funding unless this criteria is met. How many of you guys knew that? Drop a 1 in the comment box if you knew that you were not able to use any of these other forms of addresses to represent your business. Okay, so you want to definitely have a business address dedicated to your business. All right, and we have solutions for that. If you're using, okay, so if a lender Googles your company and you're using your home address, they're going to look at you like you're operating in, you know, your mom's basement, or, you know, you're not an actual business giving service to people. Okay, that is why they want you to look credible by having an actual business address. Now, there are virtual office addresses you can use to fulfill this. So since you can't use your home address, you can't use a P.O. box, there are virtual office addresses that you can apply for a good price and represent you as a business. Okay. There's companies like Regis, there's companies like Alliance Virtual Offices. There's so many virtual office addresses, companies out there that will assist you in this area. Okay, so that is one step that you definitely must fulfill. So if you right now have a home address on your LLC documents, tomorrow you should be doing this. Like, this step is so vital. And if you are very interested in building business credit and getting funding, you will look up a virtual office address tomorrow and get it done. Okay, it's very quick, it's affordable, so get it done. All right, so like I said, you want an address where you can, you know, possibly receive mail and packages at this dedicated office address. You don't really need to receive mail, but they can accept your mail. Your virtual office, it gives you a professional business address, a dedicated phone and fax number if you like. If you don't have one, you can add that onto your package. Sometimes they come with receptionist services, and then part-time use of the fully furnished office and meeting rooms if you wanted to go in for meetings and things like that. Okay. Or you can have a true office. Some business owners actually already have their own business office, which is great. Okay, so your own full-time private office will be great as well. All right, so that would suffice. But again, like I said, if you do not have this service right now, this is something you want to jump on immediately. You know, before you even reach out to want to start building business credit, I would say, go ahead and get this taken care of. You have the information right now. I'm giving it to you for free. All right, so go ahead and get that taken care of. All right, you also must be listed in the 411 directory, okay, under your business name. right? How many people knew that, right? Being registered with 411, sometimes it's all they need to get you approved for some credit for these vendors, okay? So lenders and vendors and creditors, some insurance providers, they'll verify that your business is listed with 411. All right. So having a toll-free number is going to give your business credibility. Okay. And then a local business number for your listing for 411. All right. So with regards to your phone number, having an 800 number or a toll-free number, obviously, is the perception that you're a larger corporation, right? And it's a sign of business credibility. When you say, call me at 877 or 888-222, you know, right? It feels like your business is actually credible. When you're giving out, you know, hey, my number is 202-555-1111, you know, it's like, oh, they're calling them on their cell phone, right? You want to have an actual business phone number, okay? So the toll-free number provides the business and a perception that you're an even larger company than you are, okay? It's very easy and inexpensive to set up a virtual local phone number and a toll-free number, and you can still have that number forwarded to your cell phone, so you still receive all phone calls and can make phone calls from your cell phone, but you still have that appearance of having a business line, okay? So a cell phone number and a home phone number as your main business number could get you flagged because it's an unestablished business and it's going to look too much of a high risk. All right, so write these things down, guys, because these are the credibility standards that the lenders are looking at. If they see that you put down a house address, if they see that you put down a cell phone number, if they see that your number is not registered with 411, you will get flagged and your application will be denied. Okay, so don't give a personal cell phone number or a residential phone number as your business phone number. Remember, if you purchase a virtual number, you can still forward it to your cell phone, okay, and still operate as a business. All right, so it's very inexpensive. You can get that set up very easily as well. So again, if you're only having your cell phone numbers, go ahead and go get a local number tomorrow. These are things that can be done within days, guys. So there's no excuses why you don't meet the lender's guidelines and you have your foundation set up. Now, fax number. You know, not everyone uses faxes these days. I get it. However, lenders perceive that your business is more credible when you have a fax number. Okay, so as a business, you'll need a fax number to receive, you know, important documents, right? And you may need to fax in some of your credit applications to some of the creditors when you are applying for vendor credit. Okay, so you can easily set up an e-fax that goes directly to your email. Some of those phone companies that will give you a toll-free number and a local number will also offer a fax number as well with your plan. So you can do like a 3-in-1 and have everything there. Or you can set up an e-fax, like I said. Okay, so everything can be super simple. Still go to your email, still go to your cell phone, so you're not doing a lot of extra work. Okay, your website. You must have a website. All right, creditors are going to be researching your company on the internet. So wouldn't it be awesome if everything they learned about your company comes from you? Right? So you want your company to be represented online, okay? Not having a company website will severely hurt your chances of obtaining business credit, severely. They want to know how you're communicating with your customers, what's your contact information, okay? So they want that internet presence being displayed, okay? So there's a lot of companies out there that do websites. Again, there should be no excuses. If you don't have a website now, get started on it. If you know a designer, ask them for help. There's free sites that help you build your own site. If it's too time consuming, hire someone to do it, but you can't afford for it not to be done. Okay, so you have to do it yourself. You have a friend help you out. You hire somebody. You need a website. Okay, it's very, very important to your business credit and your funding qualifications. Email. This is another place people get stuck and aren't quite sure why their application was denied. It's important for you to get a company email address for your business. Okay, it's not only professional, but it greatly helps your chances of getting the thumbs up from a credit provider. And guys, setting up a business email address is just too easy and inexpensive to neglect doing it. Okay, getting it done. Get it done. You can do this in 5 minutes. Okay, so you want to avoid using free email services like Yahoo, Hotmail. Okay, it's just nothing worse to a credit provider when you fill out an application and they see an email address like partychick2009@yahoo.com. Like whatever you used back in the day in college or your personal email, you don't want that on your credit applications. The email address should always be at yourcompany.com. At your company, okay? Support at lawrenceandassociatesinc.com, right? John Smith at lawrenceassociatesinc.com, right? You want a professional business email that represents your company name. Very, very important. You'll get denied for having a Yahoo email address and you won't even know it. Come on, guys, let's play the game with them. You're getting all the information, what they're looking at, so get it done. Again, there's no excuses for you guys not to get this done. Some of this stuff is free and very, very quick to get set up. So you should be able to get these things done. Okay, you must have a business bank account, guys. All right, so let me explain this because this is really important. Your banking history is vital to your future success, especially when you want to secure larger business loans. They do look at your bank statements. We all know that, okay? All right, so you may have opened your business, let's say 10 years ago, but if you opened your bank account yesterday, then your business started yesterday. Lenders consider your business to have started the date you open your business bank account. Okay? The day you open your business account is when your business started. Okay? So obviously, the longer your business banking history, the better your borrowing potential will be. So having a business bank account open is going to be very, very important. So as soon as you get that tax ID number, you want to take your incorporation documents from the state, you want to take your EIN, you want to go to the bank and tell them you want to open up a business bank account. I don't care if you put $50 in there. Open the bank account. Okay? If it's not open yet, go ahead and get that done. All right. Having a high account balance, obviously, is going to help you obtain an excellent bank rating. Okay? And bank ratings help you with funding approvals. Okay? So when you have like a bank balance of 10,000 or higher, they give you a bank rating of 5 or above. Okay? Licensing, like I said before, you want to be sure that your licensing matches, right? Your business address, your business name should all match. Okay? So be sure that if you have any license requirements, permits, requirements, anything that you need to operate your business, that everything matches. Okay? And if you're missing something, you need to have that. If you're in a particular type of business that requires a specific license or a permit, be sure you get that done. Okay? So do your homework, guys. Don't just go out here starting businesses and you haven't done the legwork. Okay, so be sure that your state business filings are listed correctly for the county, the city, as well as your IRS filings as well. Very important. Okay, guys are still joining. All right, so we're about halfway through, but welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so again, remember, take the time to verify that the main agencies have your business listed the same exact way with your exact legal name. Okay, all agencies, every bill you get, okay, has the business name listed correctly along with your business address. Okay, so here's a client, Dorothy, who we worked with. Her accounting business she had. She said it had been around for a bit. We've been fairly successful to date. However, I wanted to grow and was in need of additional expansion capital in order to make that happen. The problem was the local bank turned me down because my credit score was in the 500s. After signing up for business credit service, it took me about 90 days to get everything in place. Then using my existing business revenue, so she had revenue coming in, I was able to get additional expansion capital I needed without a personal guarantee. All right, so remember guys, just because your credit is not in a position where you want it to be right now does not mean you are not eligible for business credit and business funding, okay? So once you go through the program, you can definitely achieve your goals. All right, so we went over step one. Step one was the foundation pieces you need to have in place to be sure your business is set up credibly. Very, very important. Business credibility is number one priority. Okay. Step two is obtaining business credit reports. So the business credit reporting agencies are Experian Business, Dun & Bradstreet, and Equifax Business. Okay. So you'll first want to get a copy of your business credit reports to see what's actually on there, what's being reported. Okay, so you can go to smartbusinessreports.com. That'll give you a copy of your Smart Business Report with Experian. You can find out how many trade lines are reporting, see if you actually have a business credit score assigned. You probably don't if you haven't started applying for any vendor credit or anything like that, or any credit cards. See if you even have an active business profile, and check on any recent inquiries. Equifax, you can purchase a copy of your Equifax Small Business Credit Report, equifax.com/small-business/credit report. So you can go to that link and purchase a copy of your business credit report there. It typically takes more time to create a file with Equifax Business than it does Dun & Bradstreet and Experian. So that's why it's important to apply with the credit providers who actually report to Equifax, because they do take a little more time to have a file created. Okay. Dun & Bradstreet, that is where you get your DUNS number. Okay, so obtaining a Dun & Bradstreet number, it actually is the process of building your business credit profile. Okay, so your DUNS number is going to play an important role in enabling your business to borrow without a personal guarantor. A lot of times when you do apply for starter accounts, they do ask if you have a DUNS number. Okay, so once you have completed your foundation pieces, your DUNS number will then be activated. Okay, they do have Dun & Bradstreet self-monitoring. It's not necessarily recommended, but you can if you wanted to. But if you're in the starting stages, then you won't have anything on there to monitor. So again, that can come later on if you want. Activating your DUNS number is absolutely free. However, you will get a phone call from someone from Dun & Bradstreet to try to get you to pay for it, and you can let them know kindly that you're not interested, because you know that the activation of your Dun & Bradstreet number is automatic. Okay, so there's no need to activate it, right? You just get a DUNS number when you have your business. Okay, any questions so far? Okay, so we're going to take a look at a couple of sample credit reports with how they look. And here's an Experian Smart Business Report, right? This is what you'll see. It'll ask you if your business is listed, and it'll come up with a couple of options of like how your business is listed. Like I said, it'll say, you know, Lawrence and Associates, Inc., depending on how your business is incorporated, and then you choose and select the title of your business. This is an Equifax business credit report, and this is a Dun & Bradstreet right here. Okay, so your company name will look like that. You choose your state, and then you search, and then you'll pop up if you are registered correctly. Okay, so for Experian here, you put in your information, right? And then when you pop up, it'll tell you how many trade lines you have, if you have a credit score, and if you have a profile with them. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to go to Ivan. All right, so Ivan, he was from Castle Food Company. I've been in the business of credit coaching for about 5 months now. He was in the program for about 5 months. I'm really excited about what just happened Tuesday. I was approved for a $10 million line of factory credit. This is going to be vital to my company as we continue to grow. I have found the coaching program to be very thorough, and while it did take some time, I can say with full confidence that my company is now credible and has a financial backing to allow us to grow. Now remember, companies fail, 90% of companies fail because they have a lack of capital and a lack of credit to fund and grow their business. Okay, so it doesn't make sense you drain your cash flow and you drain your personal credit just to keep your business afloat. Okay, so let's jump into step 3. Step 3 is where we're talking about starting actually getting access to some credit, guys. Okay, so this is the fun part. So we went over all the dreary part, getting the foundation pieces, meeting the credibility standards and all that. So now let's have some fun. Okay, obtaining vendor accounts. So vendor trade line accounts are like the gatekeepers to business credit. All right, they're very similar to, I guess, the equivalent to secure cards in the personal consumer side. Okay, so a business credit report can be started much as the same as a consumer credit report with small credit cards. So a vendor account is considered like a small credit card. The business can be approved for these small lines of credit to help them build an initial credit profile. These types of initial cards in the business world are commonly referred to as vendor credit. Okay, so vendor accounts is when a company or a vendor extends you a line of credit to your business on net 15, 30-day, 60-day, or 90-day terms. Okay, what does this mean? This means that you can purchase their products or services, depending on the account, up to a maximum dollar amount, and you have 15, 30, 60, or 90 days to pay the bill in full. So instead of going to the supply store, the office supply store, and buying $200 worth of supplies, right? You make your order and they give you net 30-day accounts to pay the bill. Okay, so in 30 days, that $200 will be due instead of having to go into your wallet, take out that $200 and pay it right then and there. Here, you get the same products for your business, right? But you got 30 days, a 30-day window to make that payment. Do you see how that could ease up the stress in your business? Okay. It's due within the net time that they give you. So some give you net 15, some give you net 30, net 60, and so forth. Okay? So remember, you can get products and services for your business needs and defer the payment on those net 30 days. So this eases up your cash flow. Okay? Now, some companies, some vendors will approve your company for net 30-day payment terms upon verification of little as just having an EIN number and your number listed with 411. Now, do you see why step one was so important, guys? Having your business listed with 411 and having your EIN number? Because some of these vendor accounts will approve you for just those two things. So be sure that you have the business set up credibly, follow all the steps in step one, okay? And you'll be good to go. All right? So you always, when you're filling out an application, you always apply first without using your social security number. Many people make this mistake and they put their social security number on the application just because the line is there. Okay? Just because the line is there asking you for your social security number does not mean you have to put it. Okay? Even some vendors will tell you that they need it. If you apply over the phone or if you're applying in person, submit the application without it. You're applying for credit in your business name. Don't ever forget that. Okay? So when your first net 30-day account reports, or the trade line is also another word, trade line for the account, reports to Dun & Bradstreet, the Dun system will automatically activate your file if it isn't already. Remember how I said they'll ask you to possibly pay to get it activated? It is automatically activated. Okay, so once you start applying for credit, just like it automatically pops up on your credit report, you don't have to call anyone and say, hey, can you activate my credit report, right? Once you apply for credit and you start paying on it, it's activated and it shows up on your business credit report. Same thing, okay? So for vendor accounts, you need to have a total of at least 5 net 30-day paying accounts reporting to your business credit reports. Okay, there are going to be a few vendors that require like an initial prepaid order before they can approve your business because they don't know you, right? You don't have any business credit established. You're new. They don't know your credit worthiness or your paying abilities. So they may ask you to pay for your first order or your second order. Okay. All right. So remember that some of these vendor accounts, just like secure cards, and some lines of credit that like I offer to my personal credit clients, they may not necessarily serve 100% of your business needs. But remember, we're looking for accounts that report to the business credit agencies. Now, you can do business with some companies and they not necessarily report to the business credit reporting agencies. So it's not doing you any good. We have the information of the companies that do report. So you wanted to be doing business with those companies, right? So if you need office supplies and you go to, let's say, what's an office supply? Office Max, right? You go to Office Max. But what if Office Max doesn't report to the business credit reporting agencies, but Quill does? Quill is an office supply company as well. You can get the same exact supplies and they report to the business credit reporting agencies. Okay, so we gotta, compromise here. We're gonna look out for the best benefit of your business. You're gonna go ahead and order those supplies from Quill, correct? I will hope so, because we're trying to build your business credit profile, okay? So to get started on your vendor accounts, you want to pay your net 30-day accounts in full and on time, and be patient and allow time for the vendors' reporting cycles to get into the reporting systems. Sometimes it takes 1 to 3 cycles of net 30-day accounts to report so that you can build your credit scores. So that's about 30 to 90 days. Okay, and the creditor will let you know the time frame. Okay, so again, there's a lot of merchants and a lot of retailers that do offer business credit. They just don't advertise it, and then the people who work at the stores, furthermore, don't even know about it. So you may ask and they don't know, but again, like I said, we've done all the research and we know the companies that actually do report. All right, so there's no guesswork there. All right, so remember, they're doing this because they're not going to advertise it because there's no benefit to them, right? There's no benefit to them to promote credit with no personal liability if the business owner is willing to take on that liability. If you're putting your social security number down, they're like, okay, we'll take it, because then they can come after you. Okay, so they don't promote their business credit cards and regularly will ask you for your social security number to personally guarantee the debt. Okay, so you have to know better. All right, so here's a couple of vendor credit accounts that I was talking about. So one is Quill. Now, let me tell you that when I say all the research is done for you, okay, it tells you how to open up an account, sign up online, okay, take you to their online website. Now, it gives you a brief description of their service. They sell office supplies, cleaning supplies, packing and shipping supplies, school supplies, printing, right? There's your description. Tells you who they report to. Remember, there's no guesswork here, guys. Who does Quill report to? Dun & Bradstreet. You don't need to figure it out. They don't report to Equifax and they don't report to Experian, but they report to Dun & Bradstreet. Okay? You must place your first order before you can be considered for a net 30-day account. So you place your first order, you pay for it. However, if you have a Dun & Bradstreet score established, you'll probably get approved for your initial order. So you know where you stand. You know whether or not you have a Dun & Bradstreet score. Okay? So for new businesses with little to no credit history, you'll probably be put on a prepayment schedule. So if you make an order every month for 90 days, they'll more than likely approve you for a net 30-day account. New businesses can start out with smaller limits that will increase when you pay on time every month. You see how simple that is? The payment terms are net 30. Here's a phone number. Here's a site. Very simple. All of the work is done for you. No guesswork here, guys. No guesswork. Research is done. All you have to do is just get your ducks in a row and hop on board. Okay? Uline is another shipping company. Okay? Here's a brief description of what they offer. They report to Dun & Bradstreet. Here's how you get approved. Payment terms are net 30. Here's the website. Okay? No guesswork. More vendors. So when you move on up, now you can move up to vendors like Radio Shack. Okay? Radio Shack tells you what they offer. They report to Dun & Bradstreet and Experian, and it tells you how to get approved, what you need to do. Fill in the provided application and fax it in. I mean, can't get any more simple. You must be in business at least 2 years. They will pull a business credit report to see how your business has paid your bills in the past. If there's enough data on your business credit report, they'll ask for, if there isn't enough data on your business credit report, they'll ask for bank and trade references. So again, this is why we're building enough accounts on your business credit report to qualify. Okay, so we know how many accounts you need to move on to the next step. You can call this number right here to get an application, fill it out, fax it to this number, okay? No personal guarantee. Net 30-day account. Okay, so all the work is done for you guys, all right? No guesswork here. All right, and then step 4 is when you move on from vendor accounts to actually obtaining revolving accounts. Step 4 is obtaining revolving accounts. Okay, so after 5 trade lines are established using vendor accounts, what we just went over, you can start applying for revolving accounts, okay, as your next step. So these accounts are cards that the business owner can use and not be required to pay the full balance owed each month. Okay, so the same, it relieves the cash flow that you're expending every month on supplies, equipment, right? Anything that you're spending money on in your business. Okay, so these account approvals will begin coming from stores. Okay, store revolving credit must be obtained. This is very important. So we got to follow these in steps, guys. Don't go out of order. We have to go follow in steps. Store revolving credit has to be obtained before you start applying for Visa and MasterCard and American Express and Discover type of cards. Okay, so you go in order: vendor credit, revolving store credit, and then your business credit cards. Okay, so most stores will not approve a business owner for business credit unless the owner has an established credit profile and score, just like in the consumer world. Okay, so that's why you start with the gatekeeper, the vendor accounts, right? You start with them, establish a profile and a score, and then store credit can be obtained. So you want to start with the vendor accounts, right? And then move on to the store credit accounts, the revolving accounts, all right? Then move on to your credit cards, your major credit cards. Okay, so it should usually take about 90 days to establish a score and a profile with some trade lines. Okay, like I said, the 30 to 90 day time frame for those cycle payments to show up. You're giving them, the merchants accounts, time to post those payments onto your business credit profile. Okay, so once we have 10 total accounts on the credit report, an owner can then start applying for Visa, MasterCard, American Express type of credit. And when I say 10 accounts, 10 payment experiences mean across all 3 business credit reporting agencies, not just on each, not just one. Okay, so 10 accounts across all 3. Okay, approval amounts will be equivalent to the highest credit limit account on the business credit report. This is very important. Approval amounts are going to be equivalent to the highest credit limit account on the business credit report. So if you have an account for $5,000, it'll be matched $5,000. You have an account for $25,000, it'll be matched at $25,000. So this is very important because you know the business wants higher credit limits, right? Okay, so it's essential to keep using the credit, keep applying for more, and talk with credit providers to raise your credit limits. Okay, so if you do this, business credit will keep growing until higher credit limit lines are obtained within the 6 to 12 months. Okay, so here are some of the business credit companies that you can do business with: Staples, Office Depot, Shell Fleet Card. Okay, so these are revolving accounts, guys. These are revolving accounts that you want to start reporting to your credit report before you apply for a credit card. So this Staples account, they report to Dun & Bradstreet and Experian. Office Depot, they report to Dun & Bradstreet and Experian, as well as Shell. Okay, Shell reports to Dun & Bradstreet Experian. Okay, so you need to have at least a Dun & Bradstreet score of at least 70. They're telling you exactly what they need for you to get qualified. For Staples, they're going to verify 411 directory. Okay, EIN is required. And most people report that getting a line of credit with Staples is very easy. They'll check that your business credit lines are open with Dun & Bradstreet and Experian. Okay, and they also check to see if your business name and address matches your 411 listing. I mean, how can you lose, right? You have all the information. Okay, very easy. So your business credit sources are going to be stores like Staples, Office Depot, Shell, Home Depot, Walmart, Costco, Amazon, Dell, Lowe's. So for companies that need computers, right? Dell and Amazon are great resources for companies that do, rehabs and things like that, and you need equipment. Home Depot and Lowe's, right? If you need office supplies, Staples and Office Depot. So these are credit sources that actually report to the business credit reporting agencies. BP, Chevron, Speedway, Sam's Club, Visa, MasterCard. So you have a lot of fleet cards on here. I know there's a lot of companies, a lot of businesses that use a lot of gas. So having these fleet cards come in handy, okay? They come in handy, okay? So here's another one. This one reports to Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Here's another revolving account. Here's your description. Okay? It tells you when to apply. Don't apply for this account until you have at least 10 reporting trade lines in an open Dun & Bradstreet file and a minimum 10,000 limit reporting from another account under your business name. It tells you exactly what they're looking for. Okay? All right, guys, so we're going to wrap up. Today we went over the 4 steps to quickly and easily build business credit. Step 1 was making sure that your business is set up credibly so that you meet the lender guidelines of approval and their standards so that you can get qualified and approved, right? So that included having a landline, having a fax number, having a website, right? Making sure your business is incorporated, making sure all of your documentation matches with your legal business name, having an EIN, having a bank account, right? You want to have a business bank account. That is the day your business is started to be in business. That's what lenders think. You may have incorporated 2 years ago, but your bank account is your start date, all right? Step 2 is applying for vendor accounts, right? Remember how important that is, guys. That's the gatekeeper to everything, all right? It's the gatekeeper to everything. Then you want to start with building revolving accounts. Sorry. Step 2 was your business credit reports. See what's on your business credit reports, guys. The 3 business credit reporting agencies are Experian Business, Equifax Business, and Dun & Bradstreet. Step 3 is starting to apply for vendor accounts. That is the gatekeeper to the business credit world. You start with those accounts. You get at least 5 of them reporting across all 3 credit bureaus. So you're good to go. Then you can move on to step 4, which is obtaining revolving credit. And at that point, you want to have at least 10 payment experiences on your business credit reports. Apply for those revolving accounts, and you can start to apply for more, increase your credit limits, and you are well on your way. All right, so guys, remember, this is just not a theory. It's exactly what I did to build my business and expand my own business in only 6 months. It's the same exact principle you would use if you have bad credit and want to start or grow and fund your business. I've helped many other people to build their business credit and get funding for their businesses. So it's a very simple process that you follow. So really, what is this all about? I don't know what it is for you. It could be about freedom. It could be about time freedom, financial freedom. Do you need money? Are you tired of getting rejection and denial letters when you apply for a loan or for a business credit card because you don't know what they're looking for and you don't know how to get approved? Are you tired of using cash for everything and it's draining your business? It's hard to stay afloat. Being able to fund and grow your business without ruining your personal credit. What is it about for you? Right? So I really hope that you understand one thing today, and it's that I've actually found the blueprint to building business credit quickly and easily without a personal guarantee, guys. You're not ruining your personal credit. Okay? And going on my journey and discovering the secrets literally changed my life and my business, and it's something that you can do as well. So you can too, in a very short time, be in the same situation, getting money and credit for your business so that you can fund and grow and build the business you deserve. All right, so if you guys, any of you who are here today, if you're interested in learning exactly how you can start building business credit, you can go to this website here, go to bit.ly/build business credit like a boss, and schedule a call with me, and we can go over your business. We can go over your business strengths, your obstacles, and your goals. What exactly are you trying to achieve? And then we can see how my program can help you. So go to bit.ly. I'm going to drop it in the chat box as well. Go here, schedule a consultation with me, and we can go over, your business. What are you looking for? Are you looking for money? Are you looking for funding? Are you want to start building business credit? You have all the pieces, then you want to just get started with building business credit. Let's have a chat. I wanted to also, I'll put this in the group when we're done, but I wanted to give you guys a checklist, okay? It's a checklist on the official Building Your Business Credit process. All right, so it'll go over what we went over today, and you can kind of check off what you have, what you need, what you haven't done, what you need to do, and it'll make the process a little bit easier. Okay, so I'm going to give you that as a free resources for joining me today on tonight's class. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Again, you can go to bit.ly/build business credit like a boss to have a consultation, and we can go over your personal business, your specific situation, and how you can start building business credit and get financing for your business as well. So do we have any questions? We are done. We're right on time. We are done for now. But if you have any questions, anybody here have any questions, let me know. Any questions here? You can drop your questions in the comment box, and then we'll be done for the night. Okay, so it looks like we don't have any questions. I'm gonna wait one more minute, and if any questions come in, I'll be glad to answer them. You can also reach out to me in the group or send me an email. Okay, so I don't see any questions, so I am going to go ahead and end the class, but thank you so much for joining me today. We went over a lot of information. Again, I'm going to give you that free resource in the group. It's the official Build Your Business Credit checklist, and this will really give you a guide as to where you are, what you need to accomplish, and again, you're more than welcome to set up a consultation with me so that we can assess your business and how my program can help you. All right, so no questions. We're going to go ahead and end today's class. Oh, hey, so Michelle. Is business credit more important than personal credit? Michelle, I'm not quite sure what you mean by more important. So they're both important, but it depends on your goals, right? So personal credit is going to help you achieve things like a home, right? A car, right? Things like that. So it's good to have both, actually. So I wouldn't say one is more important than the other, but again, it depends on your goals. So do you have a specific goal in mind that you're trying to achieve? If there's a specific goal that you're trying to achieve within a specific time frame, then we can assess which one is more important at that time. But I will never say, as the credit repair queen, I can never say personal credit is not important. With good personal credit, you'll get access to funding quick. So you wouldn't have to wait to build business credit. So you have a good personal credit score, you can start getting access to funding right away. So I'm not quite sure I understand the question, but like I said, it's going to depend on your goals, Michelle. So depending on your goals, yeah. But I wouldn't say one is more important than the other. You just want to separate them and you want both to be great. Does that answer your question? I hope so. Yeah, but I can never say personal credit is not important because that's what I teach on a daily basis. So I can't say that it's not important. I'm just saying that it's not required to build business credit. Does that make sense? Do you have any other questions, Michelle? To own multiple homes. then you probably want to do that in your business name, but you need good personal credit as well. Okay? So you need both. You would need good personal credit and good business credit. So I wouldn't say it's more important, but I advocate having good personal credit and good business credit. The only difference is that business credit is built quicker than personal credit, but both can be built, right? You can have both. Business credit just takes less time. Hope that answers your question, Michelle. Any other questions, Michelle? Okay, if no other questions, we're going to go ahead and wrap up today's workshop. I'm so happy you guys attended. If you want to have some more time with me, Michelle, feel free to schedule a consultation with me. We can hop on the phone, talk a little bit more about your specific goals, your obstacles, and how I can help you. Okay, so thank you so much. I appreciate y'all, and have a good night.